Well, hey, I'm looking at my desk and it's a mess. I have way too many external hard drives and a bunch of cables, and I'm always experimenting with like the Stream Deck, and now I got the Stream Deck on the iPad, and I've got calculators and headphones and pens, and so it's just a mess. So I accidentally bought an extra small sheet of plywood when I was building the dog fence. And I thought I would build this. So I'll explain what's going on. This will be the front right here. The monitor will sit here. This is 30 inches. Let's see, like this. So the monitor will sit here, and I'll still have room to put things underneath the monitor. Because right now the monitor sits about 3 inches, like the actual face of the monitor is about 3 inches above the bottom of the base of the stand, or the stand base. This, let's put this in. This is going to hold the laptop, and I'm going to cut out this part here so that it gets some air in contact with it as much as possible. So let's move this back. Let's follow the yellow brick road and go 24, boom. Okay. So that's another thing from AutoCAD I used to do. If I had to work on things, I would make a copy, or I would move it an exact amount. If you didn't want to take your hand off the keyboard too much, you might do like 1111, and that would be 1100 and 1011. Wow, I'm tired. 1111 inches. But I never liked doing that. I always like doing round numbers. So if I'm building a building that's like 60 feet wide, I might move it 200 feet to the left or right, work on whatever, grab whatever, and move it back along an axis. And since SketchUp is so cool with these axes, especially if you use the arrow keys to lock them, I just moved this. Like, this was already solid inside and everything, and I went, "Ooh, I need to cut out something." So instead of trying to fiddle fart around and get it in here, which I'm sure I could have, I just moved it out. I just grabbed it and moved it. And so in the beginning, everything here was a group. But I've gone around and right-clicked, made it a component. That bit me a little bit because I made this a component early on, this 2x4. And but they need to be mirrors of each other. So I forgot, and all I did was I spun it around, and then I did some stuff. But whatever I was doing, did it over on this one too. So yeah, it's cool, but you have to do it. You have to think these things through. I haven't really figured that part out yet with SketchUp. The right workflow. I'll get it, but for now, this is simple, something simple like this. I've tried to do a whole house, and I ended up trying to build it in SketchUp like I would if I was the actual framer. But I ran into problems with ICF blocks. So, anyways, I didn't have my Japanese pull saw, my digital Japanese pull saw. So, anyways, from the back, so the laptop will slide in from here, and then I notch these out because this is where all the ports are, and I don't want the cables getting bent or crushed, whatever. And I made this 1 inch wider than the laptop, so it'll fit in there easy. And then the power comes in on this side, and I can't remember if the two USBs. Yeah, the two USBs and the power are on the left-hand side. So that would be this side. And then there's the HDMI and the whatever slots, and another USB-C over here. So I have a CalDigit TS4 or whatever it else is. It's USB-C. So I think I'm going to have it live here. I need to make sure that I'm not over bending the cables to how they connect. Or I could plug in the USB-C and bring it around and come right through this hole and have that stuff up under here. I was thinking of this lower spot being some of the external hard drives, because they easily can, with their little 12-inch cables, can all sit in here. Ooh, there's another thing. So I need to have, they measure a little bit under 3.5 inches wide, the external Western Digital My Passports. So 7/14. So I will need, if they're touching each other, 14 inches right here. 15. Look at that. Yeah, so I might have a 1/4 inch in between each one. So I could go 1, 2, 3, 4 across there. So from the front, that's what I'll do. I'll run the CalDigit sideways right here, so I can have access to those front ports if I need them. And I'm going to have to put some kind of stop, so when I push on it, it doesn't slide on. So I will be thinking about that. And then the rest of that could be hard drives back there and up here. And I'll put these wings on here just so you wouldn't see all this crap. And they're centered. I don't know why. None of this is going to sag. It's 3/4 inch plywood CDX with the grain, the structural direction running left to right. So really it's, and these are 11 7/8 ripped, because I have a 24-inch by 48-inch piece of wood. So saw blade's gonna, I can't get 12 out of both. That's what I'm getting at. And really what I'm doing is I opened this up in the woodworking template in 2022 Pro. And there's an extension. I don't know if it's an extension. Open cut list. Here we go. Parts list. Let's see. Does it even know how to do that? No material defined. Okay, so I haven't learned how to define anything. Huh. I thought you just had to make them components. I'm going to have to read up on this. Orient parts. Paint parts. Well, why don't we paint the parts? What are we painting? I don't know. Yeah, see, I'm really bad about, I just jump in. And if it's not really super obvious to me, I just kind of push through it. It's usually not a smart way to do things. And on a Mac, this part sucks. I checked this out on Windows. Windows, I can add all these little toolbars up here into where the toolbars are living. But on a Mac, of course, somehow it doesn't do that. So that sucks. All right, well, that's it. This is a little stand. It's gonna, actually I'm gonna make 2 of these, because I've got a ultra wide that's gonna sit here, and then I got this 43-inch beast, and I want to get them both up off the desk because I think I can manage the cabling a lot better. And I can put the phone, I could get really creative. I could put holes through some of these and charge my phone. That's what's going to happen. It's exactly what's going to happen. I'll put a couple holes in each one of these little side wings, so I'll have options to run cables. Yeah, baby. All right, well, thanks for watching.